webinar series talking about the from recap last night. As you may know, the first webinar series we talked about the trajectory. Okay, that's the training series that we're on right now. Well,
in that trajectory, we talked about planning or developing a vision
yes,
for the next few weeks.
right.
Because what's been going on?
Because right now it's just a lot of waiting game right now.
Yep, there's been a lot of change in your life.
Yeah,
And we thought by using a trajectory, we would be able to kind of plan
yeah,
so that you had the things in your life that really mattered to you and were important to you.
right.
So, should we recap what some of those things were?
Yeah,
So, last night we talked about what you wanted in your life, what you really valued, and what mattered to you were to
stay healthy and active, connected
to who?
to anyone like family, friends, pastors.
Neighbors. How
Yeah.
about your coworkers?
Oh yes.
Uh huh. How about the residents? Where?
Oh, at Stony Brook Suites and the Prince of Peace.
And also probably their staff too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so, one of the other things you identified or said for your good life vision for the next few weeks was you wanted to stay
Informed,
and get updates on
like on what the news had to say.
kind of what's happening and what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay? And really, it came down to you really want to feel
Confident,
and
safe.
and safe with everything that's happening. So last night I had recorded on a trajectory all of the information from a conversation with Derek, what he wanted and what he didn't want for the next few weeks.
As you look on the Facebook page of my Facebook page, you'll see the my mom put a picture of the
Completed trajectory.
yep.
Yep. And so we typed it up and we put it on the Facebook page to help you see how we recorded it. And what we should say is that to
On behalf of the Smith family and our Facebook friends and family, want to welcome you all. And on behalf of the family, we want to thank everyone for the comments, likes,
and kind words from last night.
and kind words from last night. Keep on coming because you have to really know what you're going to do.
Kind of let us know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to talk about tonight, Derek?
Okay, tonight I'm going over to Brenda to have a conversation, okay, about how we make our vision happen for me, what we're going to discover, what resources and supports those may need to get through the next few weeks. I'll turn it over to Brenda.
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about tonight is what we call an integrated support star. It's a very colorful page. It can help you really think about,
As you see here, though.
yep, and discover what supports do I have available to me? What resources are out there that I already have or may need to discover or find that'll help me realize my good life vision for the next few weeks. So Derek and I are going to have a conversation about the integrated support star.
Like we did last night.
Yep. So those of you that aren't familiar with these tools and haven't seen them before, they're very colorful, but it is a star, and each color represents a different type of support. The reality is that all of us need support in our lives, right? Everyone does. And I think we're discovering at this particular time of uncertainty how much we rely on other people's supports. But we need to kind of think about and look at Derek's reports, the resources that he has at his disposal to help him realize some of the actions and activities and the things that he wants as part of his life. So just to explain the star a little bit,
Oh, Kelly.
at the top, what you will find is in the middle of the star, we just wrote Derek's supports and resources for the next few weeks. At the top, we're going to talk a little bit about Derek's personal strengths and assets. What does he bring to the table to help him get through the next few weeks? We're also going to talk about maybe what supports, how he can use technology for some of the activities and some of the actions that he wants so that he's on his good life path for the next few weeks. We're going to talk about some community-based resources or services, the relationships he has, and also what he's eligible for. What are some of those paid supports that might be able to help him over the next few weeks?
As you can see on the page.
Yep. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. So Derek, I mentioned all of those sections. While he's telling me those, I'm going to be writing them down.
And then showing you guys.
Yep. And so when we're finished with this, Derek will have a trajectory. Once we print it off, he'll keep that on his refrigerator so that it reminds him of the things that he wants.
Or my
wants
kitchen
to do.
table over here too.
Or he can use that to communicate to other people. And then it helps him realize that there really are a lot of resources and supports that he already has. And then we can think about how do we organize them? How do we leverage those in a way that helps things go well for him in the next few weeks and have those things that he wanted? Staying connected, being healthy, feeling comfortable, confident, and safe, feeling updated. So,
And also travel-wise too.
well, yep, that's
Well, I meant in the certain ways. That, you know,
like to the mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, Derek, should we talk about you first a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's begin.
Okay. So, I'm going to talk about, as we think about the next few weeks and what you wanted to happen in your life, what are some of the strengths that you have, the things that you can do, that you have the ability to do, or that you're good at, that's going to be helpful for you over the next couple of weeks?
Right.
So I'm thinking you have some pretty good skills.
Yes.
And some of those skills are,
Computer-based.
yes, you have some pretty good computer skills, don't you? Yeah. So since we're not going out to eat a whole lot, and you're,
Cooking at home.
oh, so do you have some cooking skills?
Yeah.
And how do you cook meals?
Linda usually comes over and helps cook and put them in containers.
Yep, so you have someone who comes and helps you cook, you divide them up. You've got a freezer full of meals that you can
Like of them, yeah.
do, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can do that. Are you able to kind of get up on your own and
Oh,
take
yeah.
care? Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So you have some of those skills. Another thing that I think about is you know a lot of people.
Yep.
You have a lot of friends, you're pretty well connected.
And same with pastors too.
Okay,
You know,
you're well connected, aren't you?
all over. Yep.
Are you able to let us know or somebody else know if you would need help or if you're worried or concerned about something?
I do sometimes, but right now I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Just because I just worry on my own sides and figure out what.
Sometimes you
Yes.
worry on your own side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's something that we can figure out and work on as well.
Right.
Yep. Okay. But you're able to ask us about certain things and if you need stuff, right?
Or groceries online.
Okay.
You
Well,
know.
let's talk about that a little bit and let's move over to that area of technology. What kind of technology do you have? Do you know how to use or have access to?
Computer.
Okay. You have a computer or two?
Like all. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a computer that you can use, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of programs do you have on there that you can use to find information, look things up?
Like Google for like right now.
Okay, so you use Google, you
Firefox.
use Facebook,
Yep.
you have different
Apps
web browsers. Oh, different apps.
if needed.
Okay, yep. And what could we use some apps for?
Like for example, if we wanted to play a game or a fibbage or whatever it is.
Okay, so one of the ways that you use an app is for games.
Yep.
I know that in your Good Life vision, you talked about wanting to not feel anxious, to feel comfortable.
Podcast is another
not
app.
stress. Okay, so are there any certain podcasts that you like to listen to?
Different people.
Okay, anybody that you name?
I'm just trying to.
To think of it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what other electronics do you have that you can use to, okay, you have your phone, and how do you use your phone?
Call people or
Okay.
listen to apps or whatever you want.
You have apps on your phone. Do you ever use your phone to listen to music?
Well, if I had to load some of it.
Okay.
Or sometimes podcasts too.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And I see that you have some appliances here in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Which ones do you like to use?
Pretty much all.
Tell me what you have.
A fridge,
Yeah. What else?
the microwave,
Okay.
stove, dishwasher, sink,
What do you have on your counter over there that you like to use?
Keurig,
Oh, and what do you make with that?
hot chocolates.
Oh, okay. That's kind of comforting, isn't it, to have a treat at night?
Yep.
Yep. And then I see something way over in the corner there. What do you use that for?
Oh, right over here.
Way in the corner.
Oh.
An air?
Air fryer.
Okay, so you have things that you can use that would help you cook some of those meals or warm some of those up, right?
Yep.
Okay. I see something over there that you use too at the top. What is that called?
Echo Show.
Okay. What do you use your Echo Show for?
To call you guys.
Okay, we have one too, so we can communicate by video, right?
Yep. Or by phone as well.
Yeah. So you have an Echo Show, and I see on there that it tells you what the temperature is, huh?
And the time too.
So you can check out the weather and kind of see what's going on. What is happening with the weather right now?
Snow.
Yep, we're getting a little bit of a blizzard, aren't we? Yep, good thing we used the hot tub last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have lots of technology. One of the things that isn't quite as high tech as that we've used before, but we also post a calendar, don't we?
Yep.
And on that calendar, we put out a month of activities
Yep.
so that you know what's going to happen each day.
Yep.
You have routine things, and then we have things that just kind of up.
Mm-hmm.
And is that helpful to kind of take a look at that and say, boy, today is Tuesday, I know what I'm going to do?
Or today. Yep.
Yep, okay, today is actually Thursday, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. So if we think about are there other things in here? Oh, I know what. You said that you like to stay busy by listening to music,
Podcasts.
podcasts, watching movies. Do you have a TV for that?
Yep. Over there.
Yep, a smart TV.
Yep.
Yep. And also, what else do you have hooked up to your TV that can kind of occupy some time?
Like Sling if you want.
Any video games?
Yep.
Okay, probably, what do you have? A PS?
4.
Okay. And another thing you talked about was you wanted to stay active
Mm-hmm.
and stay fit.
Mm-hmm.
And so you also have some electronics or some technology that might help you with that,
Right.
called the Wii Fit, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
If that was a case. Yep.
Yep. Well, we could always pull that out to the forefront, especially when we have weather like tonight.
I know.
Okay. So does that kind of capture it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So let's go down and talk about some of the resources, places in the community. So one of the places that you really enjoy going is where?
Church.
Okay. And so you watch several churches,
Yeah.
but which one do you attend?
Celebrate.
Okay. And what do you do when you're at Celebrate?
Greet.
Okay. So you've greeted people and had an active part in that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what other places do you go that you like to go to typically?
Embrace.
Okay.
Like Sundays.
Okay. Where else do you go? Where do you go on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays?
Toastmasters.
And that's Thursday.
Yep.
Okay.
But Thursdays I don't right now.
How about work?
Yep.
And where is that?
Great Life.
Okay. You go to the Great Life, the Performance Center,
Yep.
and you usually exercise, and where is that?
The OI.
Okay, and what does that stand for?
Orthopedic Institute
Okay.
for workout.
Okay, a big part of your life has been volunteering, and where does
Yeah.
that take place?
Prince of Peace
Okay.
and Stony Brook Suites.
Okay. And those are both kind of on lockdown right now, so that
Yeah.
they can't allow some of the people
But I
in.
can do like online visits if needed.
Okay.
If
That's-
they want to.
Yep. Well, we can go look at the technology that we might be able to use that could help you stay connected to those people, which is really important.
Right.
Okay. So let's go back up. Are there other places? Oh, I know. Every once in a while, not every day, but every once in a while, you like to drive through and get.
Ice cream.
Well, that's good too. But what about a coffee drink?
Yep.
Okay. And where do you prefer going for that?
I'm pretty much all like Caribou, Scooters,
Okay.
or anywhere
Okay.
that comes to mind.
And also, what about where do you usually get your groceries?
Aisles online.
Okay, but
Like
what
a-
store?
Hy-Vee.
Okay. So that is one thing that in order to get your groceries to be able to cook at home,
And then
you
to
use.
figure out the time to pick it up too.
Yep. So we can go look in the technology and say you use the computer. There's an app called Aisles Online at Hy-Vee.
Or on the phone as well too.
Yep. And you put your order in, and then you can designate a time that it can be picked up
And then click to check out.
to check out, and
And
that
then
works.
email notification tells me.
Yep. You email them, say we're on our way to get it, and you drive up, and they load them up. So that's one way that you can use technology to kind of make sure you get the groceries you need over the next few weeks. And let's see, what did you usually do Wednesday nights?
League bowling
Mm-hmm.
for 4-pointers.
Yep, so you went to Suburban Lanes, right?
Great Life Suburbans, I call it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's used to be Suburbans, but now it's Great Suburbans.
Yep. And so those are the places that you really. Are there other places in the community that you like to go to, or that might be some resources to kind of get through?
Oh, the other thing is, in the summertime, you have to do the Sioux Falls housing if you had to do, like, think about living on your own.
Okay, well, maybe we'll pick that up in another category.
Yeah,
How about
that's how
that?
it's just.
Okay, so let's talk about up in this area here.
As you see here.
Yep, we're going to talk about the relationships, the people in your life, because when sometimes we get support from people. So let's start
And
listing.
out of town friends as well too.
So do you want to? Let's list some people in that
Yeah.
section. Okay, so of course you've got your mom and dad.
Like parents.
Yep. And they happen to live next door,
Right.
right? So we're pretty handy. Who else is in your life that, is a good support or resource for you?
Neighbors.
Oh, okay. Do you want to name a couple neighbors?
Renee.
Okay. She's your very next door neighbor, isn't she?
And then Sandy.
Okay.
And Bob and Gary.
Okay.
Or Bob and.
Shirley.
Yep.
Okay. They just got back and live across the street. What other people?
Bobby.
Okay. He's been in your life for quite a long time,
And
hasn't
same
he?
with Billy too.
Yeah. Hmm. Who else? Are there groups that you are part of that?
The Bible study group
Okay.
for Monday mornings.
Yes, every Monday morning. So, how many people are in that?
Usually 10
Okay.
or
So, last
whatever.
night you mentioned Denny. There's Trish,
Angie,
Angie,
Kelly,
Kelly.
Trish.
Yep.
Weird. Yeah.
How about Pat?
Yep.
Mary.
Yep.
Um,
Another Pat.
Okay.
And then Joanne,
Yep.
Annie,
Oh, wow. Yep. There it is, a group, isn't it?
Gabby, Volk,
Gabby. And who sends you the questions so that you kind of have an idea?
Mary
of the
Eiley.
Okay. Yep. And there's probably others that come too as well.
Well, Special Olympics friends.
Oh, okay. That's quite a big group of friends, isn't it?
Well, because Special Olympics family, for example.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that you know, not just in Sioux Falls, but Mitchell and across the state.
And the border, like Minnesota, Iowa,
Oh, that's true.
the Oklahoma City.
That's true. Yep. What other groups are you part of? You've got your Toastmasters group.
That's Speakeasy group, yep.
Okay.
And then DD Council,
Oh, okay. Yep.
Partners,
Partners in policy making.
Advocates for Change, if
South
needed.
Dakota Advocates for Change. Yep. How about some other family members? Extended family.
CAC,
Oh, yep. Community Advisory Committee, right?
yep.
For the Center for Disabilities.
Like if you can explain to that when we get to that point.
Okay.
So
Yep. What about some extended family members? When we think about that, who'd you talk to today?
oh, aunt, uncle,
Okay.
cousin,
Okay.
and Dylan
Yep. And how did you communicate with them today?
through FaceTime.
Okay. So we have lots of people that you can stay connected with by looking over in the technology and using FaceTime,
Skype.
Skype, Zoom, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or go to meetings sometimes too.
Yep. Are there any, your bowling group and your card group?
Yep.
Okay. And the residents?
At Stony.
And staff
Yep.
at Stony Brook and also at
Prince Peace.
Yep. So you've got a lot of people in your life that you're connected to that care about you.
And pastor at both churches.
That's true. You know them personally, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep. So we've got that kind of filled up. Now
Brother and
absolutely. Brother and sister.
Niece, nephew.
Absolutely. Well, and then you've also developed a couple of good relationships, and you have grandmas.
Yep.
So who would they be?
Cindy
Mm-hmm.
and Pat.
Pat. Yep. And so your grandmas were really important to you in your life, and you missed them, didn't you?
Yep. When they died.
Yep. And so you invited a couple of people to become your grandparents.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's worked out pretty well.
Yep.
Okay. So now I'm going to go to the last section down here.
As you see.
Yeah. Which is titled Eligibility Specific. And so those might be any resources that are what we would consider paid resources, things
Or
that
to look at.
he's eligible or qualifies for. And one of the things you mentioned was Sioux Falls Housing.
Tammy.
Well, she was the person who helped you with your
And a friend of mine.
now became a friend.
Yeah.
And helped you so that you were able to have some assistance with rent.
Then you have to really watch a video for 2 long hours.
I don't think it was that long. I think it was an hour, but it felt like 2, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then also you have a provider, a companion
Linda
provider.
Powell.
Linda Powell. And what is that through that she's able to
Family
come?
support
Yep.
from Mitchell.
Yep. So she comes several days a week, and what does she
Like
help
Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, whatever.
Yep. So she comes, and what does she help with?
Cook,
With cooking, learning how to,
clean.
oh, and learning how to do laundry.
Yep, dust. That's
Yes,
part of it.
that's part of it too, right?
And then churches on Saturday.
And you two go to church on Saturday, right?
Yep.
So what we want to do by mapping out and how we use the integrated support star tonight
As you look.
was to identify and map some of the resources and supports that he has available to him to help him with his good life. So what we can use this to do is to say, Derek wants to stay connected. Who are the people in his relationship?
As you see.
Yep, we wrote down, does he want to stay connected to? And then we can look at other parts of the star to say, how could he stay connected with them? For some people, it might be an email. For some people, it might be a text or a FaceTime, a Zoom or a Skype call.
Or phone.
Yep, yep. And we look at some of the places. We also, let's talk about this. You wanted to be updated and keep informed. What are ways that you can keep informed that we could look on this and say, is there a way to use technology since we're not going to be going anyplace right now? So what parts of technology or what pieces of technology would help you with that?
Computer, TV,
Mm-hmm.
radio,
Yep.
and then podcasts, whatever comes up.
Yep. So you can use that to stay informed and get good information, right?
Yep, and same with Facebook as well.
Yeah. Okay. And so we use the integrated support star to say, we can go back to that and say, what are we trying to figure out? And we can look at the supports and services that we mapped and say, well, we could use technology to accomplish that. Or maybe we can use his paid support, his companion, Linda, to help with that. We can identify those places that he always went to and enjoyed going to and saying, how do we kind of stay involved and stay connected? So church was really important, and we already know you're going to be watching that online.
Or on TV as well,
Yep.
too.
And I also noticed that you found that some pastors are giving little messages or devotions throughout this time. And are those things that you want to use?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that sometimes we can feel very isolated. We can feel very alone. We can feel very reliant on we only have one or two people or certain things in our life. When we map them out on the integrated support star, we start looking and realizing that there are a whole lot of resources that we have that we can use and that we can leverage to help Derek accomplish the things he wants to do. He wants to feel safe. He wants to feel secure. So one thing we talked about doing was looking for an app or looking for a class or a tutorial online about staying safe, right?
Or, different things.
Yep. Another thing we talked about, because one of the things you did not want
Is
in your
drama.
life is drama and anxiety and stress.
Yep.
So we are checking into different apps that you could load on your phone or on your computer to help you,
Or TV, whatever.
to help you breathe, to help you meditate, to help you feel calmer.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So we're discovering or we're exploring what some of those things could be for him. So those are some of the things that we've been identifying. And now what we plan to do and what we'll do on another
Webinar.
right is say, how do we take the information of the trajectory, developing the vision, identifying the supports that we mapped out or identified, how do we take that information and develop a plan, an action plan? And what we plan to do is turn it into a schedule.
Yep.
One of the things that we've learned for Derek is that he likes some routine. You like some predictability, knowing what's first and then what's next and what's after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on for the day.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you like surprises?
Yeah.
Do you like changes, quick changes in your? Not so much, right?
Mm-mm.
And so, by developing, since his routines had been pretty disrupted through this,
Or interrupted.
that's right. Then what we're going to try and do is develop a new schedule
Every
get
week.
to get some new routines so that he has predictability, some consistency, and that those activities in his day-to-day life reflect what's important to him, what matters to him, what he values, right?
All right.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add tonight before we close down?
I want you, any questions or comments that you guys have, or that you have here, because we're always here for a question and answer session.
Well, one thing I thought about, Derek, that we learned today, Derek likes to help people.
Because I'm a people playing together certified trainer.
Yep. But you do like to help people in lots of ways. In fact, at Stony Brook, what do?
Call out bingo.
Every Wednesday you call out bingo and enjoy it.
Hand out treats for the vets.
Yep, you make and hand out different treats, right?
Yep.
Put together things.
For Christmas and
What do you
holidays.
do at Prince of Peace?
Deliver mail or and get to know the residents by playing games.
Yeah. And today we heard that there was a need for the blood bank, right?
Yep, because our neighbor Renee told us about that.
Well, and it's been on Facebook too.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that Derek used to do when we lived in Mitchell, you were a regular blood donor, right?
Yep.
And what did we always tell people?
Donate blood.
And they really like our blood, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're O negative.
That's right.
O negative.
That's true. That's true. So we're looking for ways, and we can use our star to kind of look in those areas that would give him opportunities to still contribute, to help people, even when we're a little more isolated at home.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
In recap.
right. We've developed a trajectory and a plan that's posted on your Facebook page.
Or on a profile, whatever.
We've mapped out your resources and supports, your
Yeah.
current, okay? And we'll type those up and we will post a picture of that.
If you have any questions, comment on my Facebook page or write a note on my
Yeah.
Facebook.
And then from this, what we'll do is we will,
Put it on YouTube or something like that.
yep, we also will be developing a plan, an action plan, or a schedule. And that way, Derek will have a visual of each piece that he can refer to so that he knows what's going to take place each day.
And also, you can look at it to make sure what you're looking for.
Yep. So to stay connected, those of you that are on the line, if you want to send an email,
To me,
yep, want
Or-
to have a chat, want to connect,
or any questions,
over the next few weeks,
because I'm always here.
we are always here. So thank you, everybody, right?
Yep. Good day.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Mm-hmm.